How's it going, everyone? My name is Matt Leighton and welcome back to another real estate video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Ballston Park Condominium Association as opposed to Ballston Park Apartments, which just so happens to have the same name and be in the same neighborhood. So kind of confusing. This video, Ballston Park Condos. Let's get into it right now and take a look at the location. Ballston Park is located at 1050 North Stuart Street, and it's about a half a block away from the Ballston Metro. The community was built in 1995, and it has 137 residences on 9 stories. The community is made up of 1 and 2 bedroom layouts. There is one 3-bedroom layout on the top floor on the 9th floor, but since there's only one 3-bedroom out of 137 units, it's probably not gonna be the community for you if you were looking for a 3-bedroom unit. First, let's start when you walk into the lobby, and guys, the lobby was recently renovated, and I gotta be honest, it looks really, really good. Sometimes when you walk into buildings built in the 1990s or the 1980s, it feels like you're walking into a time machine. Well, what I can say about Ballston Park is they did renovate it probably around 2016, 2017 or so. Very modern, very well lit, and even if you live on the 2nd or 3rd floor where you would normally take, one of the side entrances into the building to take the stairs up, you may find yourself taking the scenic route through the lobby just because of how nice it looks. The lobby level is also where you're gonna find the amenities. There's no rooftop, unfortunately, and there is no pool. At only 137 units, you don't have the pool. You also don't have a front desk. However, you do have an on-site manager that's there during business hours. Additionally, you also have a renovated party room that's really good for events, meetings, and parties, as well as a renovated fitness center. Let's talk about the fitness center for just a minute. The fitness center opens at 6 a.m., which is confusing. Why not have the fitness center open 24 hours? There's no employee there that gets there at 5:45 to unlock the door. It's on a fob system, so it's very easy to access. However, access is not granted until 6 a.m. There are people in the DC area that wake up at 4:30, that wake up at 5:30, that wake up at 5:45 and want to work out and simply can't at Ballston Park because the fitness center is not open. We're not talking about a pool that has a lifeguard and that has a bunch of regulations and safety protocols and whatnot. We're not talking about, a rooftop terrace with loud music and whatnot. We're talking about a fitness center, somewhere where people enjoy a workout before they go into the office. We're in the DC area. People work long hours, they work morning hours, they work night hours. I think the fitness center may close at 10 p.m. Why is the fitness center not 24 hours? This makes no sense to me whatsoever, and hopefully Ballston Park can fix this sometime in the near future. Okay, so let's get into the floor plans at Ballston Park. The 1-bedrooms are gonna be about 740 to 750 square feet. Now, you will find some that are 623 square feet, but for the most part, you're gonna be around 750 square feet. Now, certainly you can make do with 623 square feet. Heck, I even used to live in an apartment that was only 250 square feet. Maybe I should do a video on that, the smallest studio that Arlington VA has to offer. But at Ballston Park, you can expect to see 1-bedrooms around 740 to 750 square feet, and they're all gonna have distinctive features. First, all the condos are gonna have some sort of outdoor space. You're gonna have 1st floor patios, you're gonna have wraparound balconies for some corner units, and then of course you're also just gonna have your standard balcony. The second feature that you're gonna see at all units at Ballston Park are gas fireplaces. Now, I don't have a strong opinion on fireplaces. If you want a fireplace, sure. If you hate fireplaces, that's fine too. What I have noticed at Ballston Park is they're nicely situated in the living room. Sometimes in condos you have a fireplace that sticks out and then it encroaches on the living space. You're not quite sure where to put your couch or where to mount your TV. Do you mount it above the fireplace? Do you put it to the side? Do you put it in front of the fireplace? Thankfully, at Ballston Park, for the most part, the living rooms are situated in a manner such that the fireplace is in the corner and it looks nice and presentable as opposed to in the middle of the stinking living room. And the third common feature you'll see is in the kitchen. If you're standing in the living room looking right at the kitchen, you're gonna have cabinets above, cabinets below, and then a large peninsula, if you will, for a breakfast bar setup, and of course lots of counter space. One thing that I may do if I were to live there is to renovate and remove the top line of cabinets to open up the kitchen even more. And if you're thinking, Matt, why would you ever remove that kitchen storage? It's valuable storage. Well, I just don't have that many things. If you're living with just yourself, one person, I think that would be a fantastic idea to open up the space and create a cooler ambiance. I would call it a galley kitchen, an open style galley kitchen at Ballston Park. So they may be a little on the small side, but I think they are certainly functional. They do offer a ton of storage space, and then of course they also offer the flexibility and versatility if you were to renovate the kitchen in the future. Moving on to the 2-bedroom units, I would describe these units as cookie cutter floor plans, and I don't mean that in a negative connotation, guys. What I'm saying is that you're going to see a lot of similarities between the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, because they're all 2-bed, 2-bath floor plans, lots of similarities. Personally, the thing that I like best about these floor plans is that both bedrooms are actually located on either side of the living area. So whether you're living there and you want the separation of space, or you plan on renting it out in the future, whether that's to young professionals, whether that's to roommates, whether that's to a young family that wants more separation, or maybe someone that wants a home office, you have excellent floor plans and excellent separation of space in the 2 bedrooms. The 2-bedroom floor plans start around 900 square feet and work their way up to 1,200 square feet. For the most part, you'll see floor plans between 1,000 and call it 1,150 or so. That will be most likely the ones that come on the market. And Ballston Park, they were built by Ditmar, which is a large real estate corporation that has built tens of thousands of houses and condo developments throughout Northern Virginia, a very well-renowned company that is known for building good structures and building smart, functional layouts. Condo fees at Ballston Park are going to be on the lower end of the spectrum, thankfully. Usually we're talking about how high condo fees are, and the condo fee keeps increasing, but thankfully at Ballston Park, you are on the lower end of the spectrum, because remember, you're not paying for a pool and you're not paying for a front desk. These two amenities are very expensive. And since there's only 137 units, you're not paying for large, extremely large monthly maintenance costs that add to the condo fee that you may see at larger buildings, like buildings that have 300, 400, 500 units. So you're paying about 60 cents per square foot at Ballston Park, which equates to around $435 per month for a 1-bedroom and about $560 per month for a 2-bedroom. Sales prices have been going up at Ballston Park, as you may expect, since they've been going up in Arlington throughout the past couple of years, 2019 and even into 2020. Since 2019, there have been 4 1-bedrooms that have sold. Average price per square foot, $580. Average sales price, $435. Now, it's interesting, because of 2020 and everything that's been going on, we have seen a significant decrease in demand for 1-bedrooms. Not many people want to be confined in that small space. Not many people need to be able to walk half a block to the Ballston Metro to get downtown. And what I want to do is take a look at the most recent listing that has sold. Unit number 303, it was actually priced in the 430s to start with, priced at $439, but it did get bid up to $451. So to me, that tells me that there was significant demand at that point that pushed that price to $451. Unfortunately, what we are seeing is that demand was in a different market, and we're no longer in that market. So my fear is that sellers are going to start using that $451 for a 1-bedroom comparable property when it comes time to list their 1-bedroom, which is exactly what has happened today. The day we're filming this, a new 1-bedroom listing just hit the market at $459. $439. The last one was listed for $439 and change. This one is $30,000 more. I believe it does have some nice renovations, but I'm very curious to see the demand level because we haven't seen prices this high at Ballston Park. To me, it looks like an overpriced listing. Time will tell. Maybe I'll get egg on my face for this prediction, but I do believe that the actual market value for this brand new listing is not going to be $459.9, and it's going to be significantly less, somewhere in that $430 to $440 range. Looking at 2 bedrooms, there were 4 2-bedrooms that sold in Ballston Park in 2019 and another 2 that sold in the community in 2020. The average price per square foot was $604 and the average sales price was $642,000. Let's look at one final listing before moving on, and this is listing number 819. Both the sales price and the price per square foot look abnormally high for a 980 square foot 2-bedroom, 2-bath layout, which, by the way, is the smallest layout in the building. The unit was actually priced at $599 and then was bid up more than $40,000 to $643,000. That listing is not an accurate representation of the market. Furthermore, if you're going to use this listing as a comparable property, you are going to be in for a rude awakening, which is exactly what happened when 601 came on the market. 601 is now currently under contract. They came on the market at $630, then dropped their price to $620, then dropped their price again to $610, and then dropped their price again to $600. This is a lesson in learning the market and learning your comparable properties, because it's easy to look at 2019 and early 2020 at a price and think that the demand is the exact same. So while your unit may be as nice or nicer than the last unit that sold, we have to understand the demand, the amount of buyers that are out there. So just be very careful when you're coming up with your comparable properties, or you're going to have to drop your price $30,000 like we saw with 601. Okay, with that being said, let's take a look at the top 3 things that you need to know about living at Ballston Park. Number 1 is parking. Surprisingly, there is a lot of parking at Ballston Park. Many of the 2-bedrooms will actually come with 2 parking spots. Additionally, there is a lot of guest parking, both on the surface near the garage entrance, as well as in the bottom level of the garage. Guys, in Ballston, parking is hard to come by, so if you're nervous about parking, or if you want a better chance of getting a second parking spot, take a look at Ballston Park. Number 2 is outdoor space. Every condo is going to come with some sort of outdoor space, so whether you're the smallest unit on the first level or the largest unit on the top level, you're going to have legitimate outdoor space, guys, where you can actually go outside and stick a full-size chair out there without being cramped. And yes, I'm looking at you, Ballston 880. You're actually going to have legitimate outdoor space at Ballston Park. And number 3 is the great location. So we've touched on the location, how you're only half a block away from the Ballston Metro. Additionally, you're on a dead-end street, which, by the way, is perfect for Ubers and rideshare. Also, not a lot of cars, not a lot of through traffic. And then finally, you're looking out over a park, over the Conservancy. And guys, isn't that the dream? To just be in your apartment, to be in your condo, in the middle of everything, where you can walk to bars, shops, restaurants. A Target just opened up, and you look outside your window and you see trees, you see green space, you see cool plants. There's even some wildlife in those parks, as opposed to staring at a brick wall or staring into someone else's living room. So I think it's really cool that you have this natural buffer area that separates Ballston Park from the Ballston businesses along Fairfax Drive, guys. So there you have it, the top 3 things that you need to know about living at Ballston Park. If you learned anything, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the Northern Virginia area, well, my contact information can be found below. Until next time, create a productive day. Take care.